Hello and welcome to another Thursday edition of my channel, and today we're doing debuts, favourite debut albums that I have in my collection. And just before we do that, thank you ever so much. I'm on TikTok. It's mainly my shorts that I do on YouTube are also over on TikTok, but one of the shorts is after getting 9,600 views on TikTok. I am monetized on TikTok, and I wish to thank everyone who has viewed and commented on the short. The short that has gotten that amount of views is a CD haul that I got in a charity shop. I got 3 albums for £1, and they include Stone Roses, the best of Mike Oldfield, Tubular Bells, and Kate Bush, The Whole Story. I got those 3 albums for £1, and the video on TikTok is after just blowing up. So thank you for all the views, thank you for all the comments, likes and shares, and ideally I would love to get monetized here on YouTube. So if you can help me out with that on YouTube, I would very much appreciate it. But anyway, this is what you're here for today, is my collection of debut albums that I have in my CD collection. We'll start off with a recent edition, and it is Love Bites, and their debut album Awakening from Abyss, and this is absolutely a fantastic album. If you love power metal, and this band, if you don't know who they are, they're a Japanese power metal band, and if you like Iron Maiden, Judas Priest and Queen, you will really enjoy these ladies, and they're just absolutely fantastic, very talented individuals. Up next, again from Japan, is a recent addition, is Baby Metal, and check them out on YouTube. Loads of stuff on Baby Metal on YouTube, and start out with Gimme Chocolate, and this is the way the album ends, and Red Night at Budokan, and they recently played O2, and I would highly check this band out. Very just come out on stage and get into rock and roll, and they're just excellent, really excellent live artists. Up next we have Tori Amos. I got this in a charity shop, I think for about £1, and this the way it came, so I think this is upside down. Yeah, I have to fix that. And I got this back in the day, and I got it again, and it's just an absolutely fantastic album to have. Very Kate Bushy kind of sound, but really good. Up next is a band called Big Country and The Crossing, and they have a few different colours to this cover. There's a blue cover, there is a green cover, and there is a red cover, and I like the green and the gold cover the best. And I have a blue version as well in a 5 album box set. And I saw Big Country live at the Trip to Tip festival in Ireland back in the 90s, and I got to shake Stuart Adamson's hand, and they just put on a fantastic show. And I think they had a different drummer at that gig as well. I'm not sure what happened to the original drummer, but this was just an absolutely fantastic band to see live, and this is a fantastic debut to have. Big Country, of course, came from the Skids, and their last album was called Joy, which also featured Mike Oldfield. And actually, I don't have Tubular Bells in this collection, but I should dig it out. Hold on. Do I have Tubular Bells somewhere? I have it somewhere in the collection. I should have put it in this collection. Well, here we are. We have Iron Maiden, and their first album, Iron Maiden, and fantastic album to have. Different singer, different drummer, but Paul Di'Anio, the late Paul Di'Anio. If I mispronounced there, I'm sorry. But this is fantastic to have album to have in your collection, and well worth having. If you're curious about Iron Maiden, check this out. And sometimes you might be a little bit scared with the artwork and stuff like that, but go for it. Highly recommend them. I got this box set on eBay. I didn't know anything about the band, never listened to them, and I just went on a blind buy, got it, and totally enjoyed it, and I'm glad I did. So up next is Meatloaf, another band I saw live, Bat Out of Hell, and fantastic album to have in your collection. I got it in a charity shop for £1, and I had the original mix and I had the remastered, and the remastered one just blew the original mix out of the water. So if you see both versions in the charity shops, go for the remaster. But again, it depends on your stereo and hi-fi setup. Up next is AC/DC, High Voltage, and I totally enjoy this album. It's fantastic. I got a whole collection. I have all their albums, more or less the same album, 20 repeated over 20 times, and how would I say, they're a one trick pony, and they do the trick fairly well most of the time, and there are a couple of duds there, like Flick of the Wrist and Fly on the Wall, or not Flick of the Wrist, that's the Queen song. Flick of the Switch and Fly on the Wall are not really the one trick done well, but most of the other times the one trick is done really well. So this is a 10 out of 10 and a great album to have by AC/DC. Black and Black is another one as well. Up next is Queen and their debut album, and this is the non-AI version of it, and I quite enjoy the AI version of it as well. The Queen 1 box set, and that's a box set. Please invest in the box set. It's well worth having, and this album is also well worth having in your collection as well. Up next is a band I'm just getting into, King Crimson. I did an unboxing of this video. Thank you for all the views and all the comments on the unboxing video, and I did have listened to it on the 4K player, the Panasonic 4K, and fantastic album. Really enjoy it, and I will continue listening to this. Up next, I should have put in Tubular Bells into this mix. I completely forgot about it. I don't know why. Maybe there's a part 2 video coming up. We have Frank Zappa and the Mothers of Invention, Freak Out. This is a great album. Susie Cream Cheese, etc. And you can pause it there for Susie Cream Cheese. And this is a fantastic album. The second double album in rock history, the first one being Bob Dylan and Blonde on Blonde. But this is a debut album that is a double album. And I think the other debut album that was also a double album was Frankie Goes to Hollywood. And that's not in this. So that's Tubular Bells and Frankie Goes to Hollywood, not in this collection, but that might be another video for another day. Up next we have Beatles, Please Please Me, and this is a fantastic album to have in your collection. If you don't have this in your collection, you should, and you should have this one, and of course this is the number one, Elvis Presley's debut, and the Beatles together. And why I have such a diverse sound is down to this album. And he's singing Jim Reeves, and then he's singing Little Richard, all on one album. So that's why I have the very varied kind of many different sounds that I have in my collection is down to this album. And this is the best version of the album to get. You have 2 albums. You have first and second album, which were recorded in the same year, and he was a busy boy that year. He also did Love Me Tender, all in 1956, and you have Chet Atkins on this with Scotty Moore, and great album to have, and it's such an iconic photo to have. The Clash, of course, emulated it on London Calling. And I'm going to have some honourable mentions. And we've had two honourable mentions already, Tubular Bells and Frankie Goes to Hollywood. We'll also give Jimi Hendrix, Are You Experienced, the honourable mention. And I'm just getting into the Jimi Hendrix band. I have a nice little collection. I have about 4 or 5 albums, all on CD, and mostly in digipack except this one. We also give Dire Straits a shout out with their excellent debut album. Absolutely fantastic album to have in your collection. Also Enya, Celts, although it's a soundtrack really, but it's also reissued as a album, and a fantastic album to have. Probably overshadowed picking Mike Oldfield. And then YouTube Boy, and fantastic album. Really good album to have in your collection. Thank you for all the views and all the comments, and again thank you for all the views and comments over on TikTok on the Stone Roses collection that I did. And we will look forward to doing another video next week, and we'll get on to stuff that's the say for me the song of the day, and we'll also look forward to doing the stuff at the weekend as well. So thank you for all your views, all your comments, and we look forward to seeing you again in the next video.